Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of your favorite YouTube channel and podcast, Talking Ravens all day, every day, with your host Justin P. and my MVP, being our co-host, Miss Shannon Fitch. This is episode 170 for the YouTube version, and for the audio version, season 3, episode 9. The links are right there below in the description. Right underneath it, that's myself, Shannon, and David's social media platforms. Big fella been working a lot. He gonna be back on here as soon as the schedule free after this get close to the holidays. So we gonna be a little busy, but he's still rocking with us. Y'all know what I'm about to say. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, all that good stuff like that. First stream y'all show since we did the recap of week 6 of the Rams Ravens game. Cause stream y'all been acting crazy, but it looks like we back on track. We did a live show on our group chat, on our group. That was pretty good, and it uploaded on the YouTube channel. For those who didn't watch live, you can go check it out there. Me and Shannon face gonna be underneath each other because it was a live, so it's not a split
Mhm.
screen. Just to let y'all know. So, but it still was a good show. Still pretty fun, good engagement. All right. So today the preview show. This today. I basically conduct the show. So let's get right into it. So we start every preview show with the coaching matchup. So let's start with the head coaches. We got Kevin Stefanski of the Browns and John Harbaugh of the Ravens. Who has the edge hitting into this particular matchup, Shannon?
I don't even think it's worth a conversation. John Harbaugh.
Yeah, must be rag on him. It's definitely Hobbs. 'Cause like I said, his team's better right now, better record. And like I said, he has historically owned the Browns. So yeah, it's John Harbaugh.
Hmm.
All right, the offensive coordinators for the Browns, you have Tommy Rees, and for the Ravens, you have Todd Monken. Who has the edge?
Another one, Todd Monken. I don't mean that the Browns' offense looks horrible. I don't know if it's the players, the talent, the play call. I don't know what it is, but Todd Monken.
I agree. Todd Monken, like I said, his offense when his quarterback is fully healthy has averaged over 30 points a game. So yeah, definitely Todd Monken. There's just nothing else to say with that.
Hmm.
Now let's just get down. The Browns might get this one. Defensive coordinators, we got Jim Schwartz, the former Lions head coach, and he won a Super Bowl with the Eagles as a defensive coordinator. And we have the young upstart Zach Orr, who looks like he's figuring it out, but then it's just too much up and down with him. So who has the edge?
Jim. It's not even. No disrespect to Zach Orr, but Jim.
Yeah, I mean disrespect or not, it's just a fact. Like he can't tie Jim Schwartz's shoes as a DC. Like
Mm-mm.
he probably has forgotten more defensive schemes than Zach Orr knows. So yeah, Jim Schwartz. All right, now position matchup. So it's probably gonna be a little lot. Most of this is gonna be lopsided, but hey, it's part of the show. The quarterbacks, you got Lamar Action Jackson for the Ravens, and you got for the Browns, you got Dylan Gabriel. Who has the edge to this matchup?
Lamar. Like, it's not even worth the discussion. Either.
Yeah, it's not like I said, it's a part of the show, so we got to do it. It's basically
Yeah.
a formality. Lamar Jackson. Running backs, you have Derrick Henry, Keaton Mitchell, Justice Hill for the Browns. Quinshawn Juggins, what's the other kid? Ford, Jerome Ford, and Raheem, and Dylan Sampson. Who has the edge in the running back?
I'll say the Ravens. I mean, Derrick Henry is Derrick Henry. We're able to see now what Keaton Mitchell can bring offensively. We know what Justice Hill brings to the table. Even in limited touches, what he can do. So because of the collective, I'm going Ravens.
Same the Ravens. It's not even close. Derrick Henry by himself clear all those guys. Then Keaton Mitchell, like you said, and Justice Hill with the receiving game and the stuff he brings. He scored a touchdown Sunday, so he is contributing. I think Justice Hill had like 3 or 4 touchdowns this year. So
Hmm.
yeah, Ravens, not even close. Now this one gonna probably be a little dicey. Offensive line, got Wyatt Teller and them guys, the Browns, us, Ronnie Stanley, Landon Ball, Roger Rosenberg. They the only three I'm gonna name. So who has the edge in this position?
So I had to look this one up because I know how I feel about the Ravens offensive line, more or less the guards, right? But I still wanted to be fair, and I saw that the Ravens offensive line ranks higher than the Browns offensive line. So regardless of how I feel about our guard play, I'll go Ravens.
Yeah, yeah, because we're better than them in attack or in that center. Just like I said, our left and right guard. It just has they just haven't showed up to the party yet. So definitely
Hmm.
Ravens. All right, wide receivers and tight ends. Even though we're gonna be down one, Bateman, which we'll talk about in the topic, the next topic actually. Got DeAndre Hopkins, DeJounte Weston, Tylan Wallace, Tez Walker, if Harbaugh play him. Uh, you know, Zay Flowers, Mark Andrews, likely Kolar. You got for them, you got David and Njoku from the U, Jay Judy. You have Cedric Tillman, Jamari Thrash. So who has the edge? Harold Fanning Jr. from Bowling Green. So who has the edge in the wide receiver tight end department?
I think the Browns have a good group. Like if you just named that group and it wasn't the Browns, you probably would say that was a good group. But I'm still going to go to Ravens as far as the ages because I feel like our tight ends alone sets us apart from them. Like we're deeper. Like they have a legit tight end, but we have one, two, three. We have three. That you know what I mean? Like we just deeper in that position. And then wide receiver wise, you might could say, those wide receivers are better than ours
No.
just based on production. But well, that production ain't been that good either. I don't know. The Browns are a mess, but I'm going Ravens. I just feel like we deeper at both wide receiver and tight end, even with Bateman being out. We talked about that on Tuesday, like who could step up if he can't play. So I'm definitely going to go Ravens for that one.
Yeah, Ravens, because like I said, Zay, man, Zay's a beast. The Browns do got two good tight ends. Harold Fanning Jr. is a beast. But like I said, we got three of them, and like I said, we got more guys collectively. So Ravens.
Hmm.
We'll go front seven period. So these both of these teams 4-3-3-4. Ravens front seven with
Mm.
Mike Green and Bronson Washington, not Bronson Washington, Travis Jones. He out. John Jenkins, Browns, Miles Garrett, uh, 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 who else they got? God, definitely got that kid Miles. Isaiah McGuire, all those guys like that. So who has edge in the front seven on defense?
Mm. See, I didn't know you was going to do it like that. So
Yeah, because I got to, because it's because the way
no,
how
that's fine.
the
I get it.
schemes are.
Um, I'll say this. I'm going to go Browns because I feel like I was going to say that their defensive line was better than ours, and I was going to have the Ravens for the linebackers. However, the Browns are like ranked number two defensively. So we always talk about things need to be, it starts up front with the defense. Yeah, so for that, I'm going Browns.
Going Browns as well, because Miles Garrett just that damn good. Point playing something. Let's go with the secondary corners and safeties. Marlon Humphrey.
Even without Marlon, I'm still going Ravens. I like our guys. Like I like who we had. Like when we brought the free agents in, like Jay and things like that. We kept saying like we still like the guys that we have. Like
Yeah,
I feel like they'll step up and do what needs to be done on Sunday. But yeah, I'm gonna go Ravens for the DBs.
yeah, I'm gonna go Ravens because Kyle Hamilton, Malachi Starks. Like I said, Nate GB Woozy has been playing good. We got TJ Tampa. He's gonna get some bump. Kenyon Martin has played good when he came in. Hopefully, Amani Amari gets activated, another big, tall, long corner, so
Hmm.
that'll help. But definitely going Ravens. Our last one, who has the edge in special teams?
For weeks I was saying I wasn't picking the special teams because they were so just with what was going on
Yeah,
coverage wise. But now, especially after how we played and we talked about them and gave them their props on Tuesday, like I'm going Ravens. Like I feel like we're turning the corner there as well. So I'll go Ravens for special teams.
same Ravens. Luke, like I said, is getting better. He's gotta, get the a little bit of the yips out. Um, but Stout did going good. Keontae Jackson's doing good. LeJounte Wesley, he's been having some decent returns. The kick coverage is getting a little bit better. So,
Hmm.
I'll go with the Ravens. All right, so actual first topic of the show: Marlon Humphrey and Rashad Bateman both have been ruled out for Sunday's game. Give me your thoughts.
Um, we talked about the whole Bateman possibility on Tuesday. I think that we'll be fine there because there's so many different guys that can step up and fill a role. We talked about him needing to do more this season, like what we wanted from him. So yeah, I feel like all of the guys collectively can step up and replace the production of Bateman, which isn't saying much. You know what I mean? Like D Hop can come in and get some of those touchdowns. Like it might be a big third down, or he got hands, so you could do that. Like everybody's going to get some. I think we'll be fine offensively. With Marlon, I'm not going to go back on what I just said as far as like in our DBs against the Browns. I will say this: it's good that we're going against a team like the Browns, and it's not to dismiss them and not to say that they can't win because they've beaten us what 3 of the last 4 or 4 of the last 5 times in Cleveland.
Yeah.
So it's not to say that they won't win, but I just think that we'll be fine without Marlon against a team like this. Um, I heard them saying this on the radio earlier. Like, if you think, like, if we were playing the Bengals this week, do you think Marlon would play? And people were saying, yeah. So, not to dismiss who you're playing next, but it's like, I'm going to go get the surgery and I'll be back in a week or two. But if that was the Bengals, he probably would have played. So, I think we're going to be fine. Because, like you just said, we'll activate some guys, they'll mix some things up. I don't think anybody's going to be left on the island. I don't think losing him would be like losing Kyle Hamilton. If Kyle
Yeah.
was out, I would be like, ooh. But I like Molo, so I ain't saying he won't be missed, but I feel like they could manage for a game.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. But out of the two, who would probably be a bigger miss? Marlon Humphrey for sure. I love Bate, but Bate, like I said, is he hasn't really put it together consistently. He had a good year last year, but now I'm back to. But like you said, we're not playing against a great passing attack. Dylan Gabriel's okay. They haven't been lighting the world on fire, so we should be good. But like you said, we was playing the Bengals, Colts, Patriots, somebody of a higher caliber team. All the probably say, "Fuck it, I'm gonna suck it up." But we should definitely be able to beat them with Nate, Cheeto, and TJ and crew. We should definitely beat them with them. Like I said, Bateman, this has been a story for his career. Last year, he finally had everybody like, oh man, he finally came and boom, back to 1-2
Yeah,
catch
we
again.
said we said 2,000 yard receivers.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was close. But everybody was like, all everybody banged on the table for Bateman apologies. I gotta see it again. And boom. And I like him, but everybody was acting like he was the next coming Julio Jones last year. Yeah,
I think
so
everybody was just excited because it's what
he
we wanted
wasn't
to
on he
see.
wasn't and he wasn't on IR and he actually was consistently making plays. I get it. But yeah, we should be fine without both. Like I said, we still got capable players in those positions. But from a from an impact standpoint, Marlon loss is a little bit more severe versus Bateman, just because, like I said, Zay is the number one and stuff like that. You got Diop, Marlon is still our number one corner, so he's not on this team. It'll be Nate someday, just not today. All right, so that's our second topic. I'm sorry, I almost skipped it. How will Todd Monken attack the Browns defense?
I just talked about the Browns being ranked number 2 defensively. Like that's going to be a tough matchup. They play them tough every time. I would say go in with the same mindset that you went against the Vikings.
Yeah,
Play smart. Um, a lot of teams aren't averaging a lot of yards rushing the ball, but even if it's looking like it's not working, keep doing it. Make smart plays in the passing game. Like the Vikings defensive player said, we didn't take any risks. Don't feel the need to take any risks. Against this defense, like do what you got to do. And when you get in the red zone, make better calls and be more effective with the plays you're making because the red zone offense is crazy. Like we definitely should have scored more last week. So I just say stick to the run, even if it looks like it's not working. Be smart with your passing plays, get the ball out quick and be smart in the red zone.
Why you keep calling him the Vikings defensive player? Blake Cashman.
I don't know his name. I didn't know.
I,
I didn't.
I
I don't
told
know
you
his
three
name.
times.
And you think I remember that from Tuesday? I don't know him.
Yeah, Blake Cashman. He used to play with the Texans and the Jets. He's a real fast
My
linebacker.
goddamn jerk. Go, go ahead. You give yours.
Yeah, Blake Cashman. Blake Cashman.
They're
Yeah, he.
going a journeyman, and you acting like I'm supposed to know. I don't know him. All I
No,
saw
he
was a
not. He
quote.
not. He not a journeyman. He's a solid player. He not an All Pro player.
You just named three teams he was on, but I'm saying I don't know him. I just saw the quote, like the Vikings defensive
Yeah,
player. It didn't say who was what his name was.
yeah, yeah. He's a solid player. But yeah, anyway, like to piggyback what you were saying, run the ball with Derrick Henry, mix it in with Keaton Mitchell, Justice Hill, whatever he can get in where he fit in. Get Mark Andrews and likely involved early so they can have their confidence rolling, sprinkling Charlie Kolar. Now Bateman out. Let's get D Hop. Let's get D Hop some targets, not just that one and just get him some targets. And let's
Hmm.
get Zay involved and get him in the end zone. Like I'm just tired of him having 80 yards and no touchdown. That'd be like make me want like come on. I don't give a shit because he's 5'9". There've been plenty of small receivers that had double digit touchdowns. Like if we get in the red zone, run a curl route, run a zig route for him, or a quick little drag. Like we gotta get him in the end zone. But
Hmm.
that like I said, run the, and let Lamar be Lamar. Read options, RPOs. Have Miles Garrett guessing because Miles Garrett can just come up field and just rush with his head on fire. That can cause a problem. But if we put him in positions, make him have to shoot to have Pat Ricard. Like this is my thing, Pat Ricard. Everywhere Miles Garrett at, Pat Ricard need to be right there at least because Pat Ricard putting the hat on was going to give us at least 2 seconds. He
Hmm.
might still get there, and he'll still get his 1 or 2 sacks because he's just that damn good. But it won't be 5 or 6 sacks. Like
Yeah, and
what
he probably
Lamar
gonna
got.
pick on the guards too.
Yeah, they'll probably slide him in, run some stunts and stuff like that. So if that's the case, triple team, do what you gotta do. I'll take my chances with them other guys. But wherever nine
Hmm.
five at, we need to give him attention. Have Andrews are likely going to get their hands dirty and chip him a little bit.
Hmm.
Like this going to be a collective effort. Because that's what Pittsburgh did. They slowed him down. He didn't have no sacks. So we gotta do, and basically we gotta do the same thing we did to T.J. Watt. Both of them high caliber rushers. Put bodies on them. Because after a while, it's gonna take a toll on 'em.
Hmm.
All right, second one, third one. How was Zach Orr defend the Browns offense?
That offense is whatever. But
Yeah,
I'll say make Dylan uncomfortable. He's
yeah.
still a rookie. You can always do things to confuse him. I mean, you did it last week with J.J. McCarthy. But don't hurt him because I don't want Shador to be making his debut against us because that'll be the whole narrative and story of the week. And depending on how it goes, I don't care to see it. So make Dylan uncomfortable, but don't fight about the game because I don't feel like all of that with Shador. Not this week. Maybe
Uh,
next week, but not this week.
to piggyback off that before I get my argument, if he comes in the game, I get it. We all love him. He's like our little you know, TV cousin nephew. But nah, he gotta get work too. He gotta get smacked up too.
Now, if he get in there, then yeah.
Like yeah,
But
yeah. Like,
I ain't really for
we
the
all we
narrative
all.
with it.
It is. That's gonna come regardless. Because if Dylan gave it through full pixie and he's still in the game, there's no way of ducking that. But I understand what you're saying. It's just
I'm
gonna
talking
happen.
about us, not him. I'm saying I don't want them to be like, see, this is why he didn't want to go to the Ravens. Like that's why I don't want to play against him because I don't know what the turnout would be. Not to say I'm scared to play against him. It's just like not right now. No, no,
He
not
couldn't
not
play
in the
with us.
middle. Not in the middle of us trying to go through a fucking. We trying to get to the playoffs. Like no,
Oh well.
coming in and give them a spark. Then we lose the game we hoping to win. Like no.
Yeah, I mean, true. It is. We gotta be prepared for stuff like that. But make sure Jerry Judy is accounted for at all time. That's him and the Joker was the only real threats from the skill position, and Quinshon Juggins, because he's
Hmm.
fast, so he can get an open field. Um, get Dylan Grable ass on the game. Yeah, man. That's simple. Get his ass on the ground, stop the run, confuse the offensive line, send some mixed pressures. Let Kyle run around, do some things. Like I saw, DB should be having another good game. Because like I said, outside of Jerry Judy, Cedric Tillman's okay, but they got and Jamari Thread, they okay, but they like guys. This shit had you in a blender like a T Higgins and Jamar Chase. Like they serviceable receivers. So play lineman coverage, blitz them guys, stop the run. That's it.
Hmm.
New topic that I came up with. Shannon came up with hers. So I had to. match wit for wit. Who do you think will be the X factor on offense and defense this game?
Offense, I'm going to say Lamar. If Lamar plays smart and can still be Lamar, like there's no way we lose. Defensively, I say the cornerbacks. We just talked about them needing to step up and what's going to be expected of them. So they'll be the X factor because if they have a great day, it'll be like business as usual. But if it's a bad day, that might be a bad day for the Ravens collectively. So I'm going to say the cornerbacks.
Me, I expect Lamar to play well. I gotta go with the guys blocking from the offensive line. 'Cause like I said, if we can keep Miles Garrett at bay as best we can, that everything else gonna take care of itself. We'll see what happened the first time. We started off slow. Once we got a little breathing room and blocked Miles Garrett a little bit, we pulled it on, and they have gotten worse since then. So it's like the offensive line for sure. We gotta give Lamar at least 3 seconds to do what he do, open up some holes a little bit. They shut the run game down. We can't have that again.
Hmm.
Defense, the edge rushers. Get that little motherfucker on the ground. Mike Green, Traymon Jones. Yeah, getting pressures is cool, but let's finish with sacks. Let's finish with sacks. David Ajabo. Let's do something, man. You like because you can't keep living off that Michigan hype, man. Like you know what I mean? Like hopefully Carl Lawson them guys play, but the edge rushers from defense and offensive line on offense. The guys that's protecting the quarterback, the guys that's getting at the opposing quarterback. My X factors.
Hmm.
All right, now let's go talk over on the stat lines. Of course, we'll start with Lamar. Let's go. 250 total yards. Over under. However you want to disperse it, that's up to you.
I got him under 190 passing, 15 rushing, 205.
Okay. I'll go. Let's see. I'll go 275. I'll give him 250 in the air, 25 yards on the ground. Derrick Henry rushing yards. Let's go with 95 yards over under.
Under, I would say about 50.
Damn, you giving the Browns respect. I like that.
Well, because I did my research, I seen what the averages against them, and they're a good run stop team. So, mm. not saying that he can't have that, but yeah, I'm gonna go about 50.
I'm going over. I'm going 110 yards rushing. Like I
Mm,
said, because once we get up and all that, and them guys getting tired, that's when we're gonna be able to pound it away a little bit. And that's gonna keep Miles Garrett from tearing off like that. Because if he rush and feel like that, we run the ball, it's gonna be no problem. And Derrick Henry
hmm.
hungry, so I'm gonna give Derrick Henry going 110 on
I hope
the
so.
ground. Zay Flowers receiving yards 50 over under.
I'll say over. I'll say 65.
I'm gonna go over and go 75. All right, DeAndre Hopkins receiving yards 25 yards over under.
I'll go under. I'll say 20.
I'm gonna go over because he on the field more. I'm gonna go 45. All right, let's go. Mark Andrews receiving yards. Let's go 30 over under.
Um, I'll say over and say 40.
Same. I'm gonna go. Well, I'm gonna go a little bit up 45. Last one, Isaiah likely receiving yards 50 over under.
I'll say under and say 30.
I'll go slightly under and go 35. So a little bit of yours. All right, so that's the offense. Defense. The defense as a whole, 2 sacks over under.
I'm gonna say over and say 3.
I'm gonna go over and go 4. Yeah, I think we're gonna get that little bitch on the ground a little bit.
Oh my.
Come here, little motherfucker. Yeah. All right. Total team interceptions on defense. We go 2 over under.
I'm gonna say 2. What do you say it is when it's 2?
Push.
I'm gonna say push.
Push
See.
it. I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna go three. I think we're gonna get him. I think Nate gets another one, Malachi, and I go Cal get his first one of the year because he just does everything but intercept the ball. So I think he'll get one. And I make up for the one he dropped last year.
Mm-hmm.
Combined tackles between Roquan and and Teddy Buchanan. Let's go 13 over under.
Um, push. I got Roquan at 8, Teddy at 5.
I'm gonna go 15. Roquan with 10. Teddy with 5. Robin Baller.
Mm-hmm.
All right, last
Heard y'all
one.
talking about him.
Yeah. Lazy ass. Raven getting on. You don't play linebacker like that here, son. Yeah, Ray. I love having Ray around. Ray, like he likes some juice into him. All right,
Mm-hmm.
combined tackles from our safeties, Malachi Stocks and Kyle Hamilton. Let's go 10 tackles over under.
I'll say over and say 11. 6 for Kyle, 5 for Starks.
I'm gonna go 14, 7 apiece. Cause they're tight. They gonna throw them tight ends, so that's gonna end. So they gonna have some work.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's go with our three keys of victory, Shannon.
Protect the ball. Be better in red zone. If we are, I think we can beat most teams. And don't give up any big plays.
Well, you know mine. Protect the football and don't fumble. Don't throw interceptions. Create turnovers. Take it away, which we have been doing. And this one, we did a little bit of it somewhat. Like last game, kind of sort of, but games before that, score more touchdowns and field goals. So
Mm-hmm.
now, score prediction. Who wins the game? Question.
I'm going 24-10 Ravens. I know what the history says, being in Cleveland, but after like this season and the way it's been, and we know what we need to do to get where we want to be at, I can't see them losing this game on Sunday. So I'm going Ravens 24-10.
I'm gonna go to another blowout like we did week two. He in the dog pound. I'm going to go Ravens 45,
Mm,
Browns 7. Straight
that'll be
ass
a good
kicking.
day.
Yeah, we beat them 41 17, so not too far off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that's what Joe was the quarterback then, so they don't know what they
yeah,
going. They might not even
yeah.
get no 17.
That's why I said 7. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're a little bit more beat up on defense than they were this now. Net later in the year. So yeah, I go 45-7. About that. So, yeah.
Hmm.
All right, everyone. Go ahead, Shannon. You closing remarks.
I'm just gonna say, Justin. I didn't expect to look like that last night.
I was waiting for you to say it. I was just like, I'm gonna see if she's gonna bring it up. Oh, I'm just
I mean, but you know what? I like the way they responded after the game. It was no excuses. You just got beat. You got beat. And sometimes that happens.
You got beat by the reigning champions too. So ain't no shame in that.
No, none at all. I mean, but it's no excuses. We got beat. But we'll see y'all again. What I tell you on your post? I see you in LA. I don't even know when the next game is, but I'm not going to ever not think the Lakers can beat somebody. So,
I feel you.
but that was
Keep
a
up
good
with me.
game for y'all.
Yeah, I stopped watching at the third quarter. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to sleep. Going to sleep. That's the piggyback. I was just saying we took care of the California teams. California love, ding 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 ding.
Whatever.
California. We took care of both of them. Oh, stayed in LA, but you know, enjoy the Thursday night game tonight. Hopefully it's a good one. Patriots Jets look like Aaron
Hmm.
Glenn. They lit a fire somewhere. They're playing hard for him. I guess he had to get up the guys that didn't want to buy in from my outside of it. It looked
Mm.
like Sauce and Quinn didn't want to buy in, so they wanted out.
Oh, that's interesting.
And they've been playing pretty. And they've been playing hard. You know how it goes. Sometimes some guys
Yeah.
like they do.
They might have been because they kind of the leaders of that locker room. So who knows what they was around there doing?
And sometimes you got that's where it started. You gotta strip it down to the studs
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and do everything your way.
Yeah.
So they playing hard for them. They beat the Browns last week. It's like they can sneak and get the Patriots tonight. They really going. I ain't really gonna have some people like, okay, maybe it was the you know the stuff he took over. But
Mhm.
like I said, NBA's here. Everybody shit. It's definitely some NBA games. I don't know who's playing tonight. I ain't get a chance to look.
It's like 3 games on coming on.
Yeah. It looks like my Thunder off those 12-1 off those strong show. We shouldn't even lost to Portland, but hey, they got us. They was coming off the the gambling thing, so they caught us. But it looks like all roads gonna come back through Breaktown again. So
Well,
you know. The Miami Hurricanes we creeping up in the rankings with 15, so we went out, we get that 12 spot, hopefully play for the ACC championship. UConn men's
mm.
and women's both playing well. All my teams are doing well right now, so
Oh,
it's a
really?
good. It's a yeah. The only team that flopped on me was the Orioles, so
Let me
still
find
might.
out. You pick. Are you a bandwagoner? Do you pick these certain teams? Cause.
Nah, I always rooted for these teams. UConn
Mhm.
men's and women, Thunder, Miami, Ravens, Orioles. They always be my teams.
Mhm.
Next year might. And I've had some rough years with all my one time.
You said you have
Back
or you haven't.
I have like
Oh, okay.
when the Ravens was missing playoffs 3 straight years, the Canes wasn't good. The Thunder was still good. We had Westbrook and KD, but we were losing the playoffs. UConn still was finding their way back. The Orioles sucked, so it wasn't always like this. It's just luckily now. It's just the sports gods
Well,
have been kind.
maybe you're their good luck charm.
Yeah, the sports god's been kind to me. Like he done sat through all the bad, so it's good. It's time for him to enjoy some good.
It's time for the Ravens to get some of that.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. The Panthers been to a Super Bowl more recently than us and the Broncos. Like I'm just that
Yeah, we
shit.
got to
Like
get back.
Falcons too is like wow. Like
Yeah,
like come
it's
on now,
time.
we like yeah, man. Like I said, if we don't get there within the next year, you have to move on from John. As uncomfortable as it is, you have to do it. Yeah, same with
It's gonna be a
Tomlin.
lot of changes next year anyway, because players might not. The team ain't gonna be the same. Like, it's gonna be a lot
Yeah,
going on.
yeah, because now we got to make a decision between London Ball, Travis Jones. Likely, it's a lot going on. Andrew's probably not coming back.
Yeah.
So Charlie Kolar might be the starting tight end
Yeah.
next year. Who knows?
Yeah, it's a lot going on.
Yeah,
But
because the cap hits kicking in. It's like
I mean, we can live it up for this year, and if we were to win it this year, or even were to get to the Super Bowl, it'll probably be an even better story than other years, just based on adversity. Like even when we won in 2000, we had won some games and had like a 4 game losing streak, wasn't scoring no touchdowns or whatever it was, and then it was like
yeah,
boom. Same thing with the 2012 team. We kind of was winning, then we had a little downtime, then we went on a run. I mean, we started 1-5, 1-5. Like if you get to the Super Bowl after starting 1-5, like that might be better than the other 2 Super Bowls, and they were great. Like
yeah,
that
yeah.
would be crazy. Like
That'll
that
be
would be
that.
like when you start ranking championships, that would be like, yeah,
Yeah, and that'll be one hell of an American game. And if we win it too, I can see Harbaugh now. We were 1-5, 1-5, 1-5. They wanted me fired. They wanted the cost of fire because you always do his face. They said Lamar, is he making too much money? Oh my God, it was this was probably a little worse than a mute. I can hear him now talking doing his narrating. Do, 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 do. They do the little
well, I hope so.
then I can hear Lamar be like, yeah, they say I quit on the team. The Chiefs, it's I can already low key project
See it.
what everybody gonna say.
Well, let's hope for that.
You gonna have Marlon Humphrey talking. Well, yeah, they told me to start doing my podcast. I was giving up some plays and Malachi talking. Like, yeah, they called me a boss and all this. And Orr talking. Like, yeah, man, they talking about my intern on defense, which he really is. Then he turned it around again, and he made a run.
but that would be cool though. Like with
Yeah.
all of the mess, that would be
Yeah,
cool to win
yeah,
it this
yeah.
season.
Then I had Steve Bisciotti on there. I had calls left and right. Fire Harbaugh, fire Acosta.
Hmm.
Oh, you overpaid Lamar. You did. I'm telling you how it's going. If that pull up, I'm telling you what everybody gonna say. Yeah, Todd Monken gonna be like, oh, they blamed it on me, my offense and all that, man. I had to go take me a drink after that Texas
But
game.
guess what? everything that was said was warranted at that point. Like I said, I don't like all of the nasty stuff that fans be saying to players and coaches, but you can definitely hold them accountable. The podcast stuff, I don't really care about that. Like because that's just the day and age we in right now. Like I don't
Yeah,
like.
Nori said I don't know if you watch Pivot or not, right? I do watch all. That's one of my favorite show podcasts in
Hmm.
person. He was saying you can't find a person without one. No athlete,
Yeah,
rapper,
like
whatever. He said back then that was just radio. He said now people have their own platform. He said he
yeah.
love it though. He said he love it because now people can tell their side. Remember back then you only believe what the media
The
said.
media said right. So
And
like
now
I'm
he said
not.
now
It
people
got its pros and cons. Like I wouldn't say sit on a podcast and talk about your teammates negatively.
nah that's not good.
Well,
Not good business.
I don't even like when Draymond be talking about players because you still playing in the league. Like you got to see these guys. Like I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. But
He doing
other
that
than
because
that,
he doing that because he won 4 championships. It's like
you
he
still
made his
rude.
bones. No, I agree. I'm just saying
Yeah,
that's why if he like didn't win, if he was like a guy with no chips, he wouldn't
wouldn't
care like
talk
that.
like that. Like he
Mm-mm.
got so bad they didn't even let him go to Minnesota. Was it Minnesota when Rudy Gay was on Minnesota in the playoffs because of the things he had said about Rudy Gay? Not Rudy Gay. Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert, I knew who you were talking about. I knew
I'm
you.
like, I'm like, what are you talking about him like that for? But
Yeah,
whatever, man.
that boy Draymond crazy. Everybody, like I said, thank y'all for tuning in. We was able to get through the show, so I guess stream y'all just wanted me to kick out a few more dollars and like kick it out.
That's
So
funny.
yeah, we for sure because that shit was like yeah. So yeah,
Dag, he
it's
won his fourth MVP.
who?
Um, the man from the Dodgers. How you say his name? Shalini
Oh,
Otani.
Shohan Tony, Jackson said
Whatever, man.
Shannon and Dave you had me tired.
Yep, he
Yeah,
won.
yeah. They do it after the championship. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I don't baseball weird how they do their awards, but yeah,
Definitely
he
will. They
deserved
say
it.
he's second most behind Barry Bonds.
Yeah, no, he's gonna shatter that. He's worth every penny. Like I said, congratulations, and I know a few Dodger fans. Man, it's
Mm-hmm.
like wherever Magic goes, he turns the organization around. He helped to get the Lakers back on track before
He
he
did.
before he backed away. Got
He did.
80 and all that. Like he just know how to win. He a 5-time champion. So everywhere
Well,
like
also
Commanders.
one of the owners for the Dodgers is also the new owner for the Lakers. So we gonna get some of that luck over there.
Yeah, Lakers gonna be out. That's just one of them organizations like Boston. You're never gonna be down long at all. It's just the league is great when Boston and LA is doing well. I'm just being honest with you because they two historic teams.
Yeah.
Y'all
And the
have the
Knicks,
most.
there's a
Y'all have
couple
the
of teams
most.
like
Y'all
that
have
too.
yeah, the Knicks too, but they haven't won shit in a very
I
long
know,
time.
right?
But
I
y'all
know,
two are one championship apiece. I think it's 18-7, whatever. Y'all like y'all one championship apiece. Y'all
right?
have won the most. Y'all two alone have more than damn near 90% of the league itself. So it's like yeah, those. That's why I said that. Like, if it do some way somehow, but by some basketball guys to be Lakers Celtics, I'll be. Of course, I'll be mad. That means we ain't in it. But as a fan of basketball, I'll still tune in because that's history.
It won't be the Celtics this year.
Yeah, they two beat up though. Two beat up. Two beat. They might get in as a 6 seed, but they not really gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody, y'all, thank y'all for sticking with us, being patient. Appreciate y'all. Like I said, if an event something do happen, we go on Facebook Live. We go on live in the group. But we had to show our faces. Be like y'all guys, we back Tuesday. Recap this game. Win, lose, or draw. You know, same bad time, bad channel. We out.
Mm-hmm. Like I said.
Bye, Shannon.